Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to cut this trending sleeve. And so please, before we start, if you are watching me and you have not yet subscribed, I beg you to subscribe, like and share this video and leave a comment as well. Okay, so I have this here to cut my basic long sleeve. You can make it a short sleeve or long sleeve. So in this video we are going to make it long sleeve. Have the length to be 24. You measure from your shoulder to your wrist, or where you want your long sleeves or 3/4 sleeve, or however long you want it, you measure. And so when you measure, you add at least 1 inch to it for sewing allowance at the upper part and then the lower part. Do you get it? Okay, so the width I have here is 12. Okay, so what you do is you measure your armhole. If you don't know how to measure your armhole, if you're a beginner, I'm going to leave a link to how to take body measurement in the description box and also the comment section side. You can click on it and know how to take measurements. And so when you measure your armhole, you divide it into 2. So the armhole I'm using is 20. Dividing it into 2 is going to be 10. Then I added extra 2 inches for sewing allowance to it. So that's the width of the fabric. I decided to use just one side. Instead of double, I made it 1. This is because when I place it on the fabric, I'm going to fold the fabric into 2. Do you get it? Okay, so we'll come here and mark 4 inches for as a standard measurement, between 4 and 5 inches. I'm going to mark 5 inches to draw our armhole curve. So I'm going to draw to meet this. Okay, so I'm using a freehand sketch for this, and so just go this way and then you come down and then you make it a curve. You see, so this way, hope you can see it very well, and then you bring it down and then make it a curve. You see, so this is it. And then we'll come to the wrist. So I'm going to measure my wrist, and so the wrist that I'm going to use usually is 9 inches. So I'm going to make use of 10. The 10 inches, you divide it into 2, and that's going to be 5. And so 5 we are going to add 2 inches allowance to it, and that's going to be 7. So I have 7 here. You see, we're going to measure our armhole. The armhole we are using is 10 inches, right? And so this is the 10 inches. And because I'm going to join it to a dress, I'm going to add 1 inch to it for sewing allowance, making 11, and then 2 inches for extra allowance, so making 13. So it's going to be the 2 inches. You can make it 1 inch or 1.5. Do you get it? So here, so I'm going to join from here to the 7 here. Now you can also decide to come and measure your arm width here. So when we measure our short sleeve, let's say 8 inches, so 8 inches here, and then from here you measure your arm width. The arm width that I'm using is 16, and so 16, when you divide it into 2, is going to be 8. Do you get it? So 8, then you are going to add allowance, sewing allowance of 2 inches, which is going to be 10. Do you get it? So this is 10 here. So you can measure here and then decide to join it this way and join it this way, or you can decide to join it straight this way. Okay, and join it this way. So this is it for our basic long sleeve. Do you get it? Now we are going to do the trending style. Okay, and we are going to measure 10 inches here, and we are going to make a straight line. Very simple way of doing it. Do you get it? And so this is it. Then you are going to get another paper. And I'm going to make use of this one. Okay, and I'm going to place it on it this way. Okay, it depends on how long or wide you want it, so I'm going to go in a little. Let me measure what I have there. I have like almost 10 inches, so let me make it 10. Okay, so like this. So you see, from the edge here, I'm going to join it to the line here, the 10 inches line here. Okay. And then I'm going to join to this. And so that is it. So this is it. You have your design cut out. Do you get it? So this, the upper part here is straight, goes this way, you see. And so you're going to place this on your fabric and then cut for it. You're going to fold it into two. So this is how I have placed it on the fabric. This side is folded into two, so you see it's exactly at the edges. Okay, so cut this out. So this is it. I'm going to take the piece off. So this is it. You see? Take this one off and then use this one only to cut your lining. Do you get it? So that's what we are going to do. So I have my lining cut out. Do you get it? Okay, we are going to sew this side down and then we'll continue. Okay guys, so this is it. Now the lining, you know, we use the pattern to cut the line, so this is the exact armhole measurement. Now if I place the lining on top like this, making sure that, because at the end of the day I want to get it equal. When I place the lining on top, I get it equal, you see. So place this here, making sure that the armhole is equal. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that this I divide it to this point. That's what I'm going to do. You can end it where exactly the way we cut it, but I have decided to let it get to exactly the edge so that when I spread it, the lining will be equal with the fabric. You see this one, the lining is not equal with the fabric, you see. So when it happens like that, it's going to affect the armhole measurements. So I've decided that let me come in here and then make sure that it's exactly up to the lining, you see. Okay, so then when I open the lining up, and then I'm going to do this. Okay, and then start arranging my flower, you see. So this is it, start arranging. So you see it meets the lining equally. So this is our flower. Then we can go ahead and then sew the middle. So the thing that I will do is I'm going to join it to the lining. Do you get it? This way, arrange it and join it up to the next side. And I'm also going to join it here down and down here. So I'm going to do the same thing for this one also. I've taken it off, so I'm going to do the same thing. Okay guys, so here is it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to it. Do you get it? Like I have done for this one. I've done one of the sleeves. You see. I'm going to create an opening here. I have done one already. If you are doing the two, make sure that you will let the right side of this and the right side of this face each other before you create your line. So this one, I created the opening here, and with this I'm going to create the opening here. So it means if I'd face this with this, it's going to be the same thing. And I'm going to measure here 3 inches. I'm going to come up by 5 inches or 6 inches. 6 inches. And I'm going to let this side, you see, face the lining. I'm going to face it this way. Face it this way, you see. Then I'm going to sew this all through to the ends here. Do you get it? That is folded into 2 and I have stiff inside. So folded into 2 is 8 inches. Do you get it? 8 inches. So I've ironed stiff inside very well. What I need is 9 inches. So I'm going to measure the 9 inches here, you see, and then plus 1 inch, 10 inch for sewing allowance. So I'm going to mark 10 inches. So I'm going to take this one off. I'm going to fold this side in, iron on top, fold this on top, and then sew half an inch here, sew half an inch here. Then I'll turn it in and iron it very well. Then I'll come and show it to you. Hey guys, so here is it. The next thing to do, and this is it, I decided to add a loop here because I'll add button to it. Next thing to do is I'm going to join this together this way, and I'm going to measure my armhole. So I'm going to measure 10, and then I'll come here, the wrist side, sit here, measure 4.5, you see, and I'm going to join from the 4.5 to here. I'm going to sew up to this place. Then after, I'll pick this and then a mistake. The space I have here, that's how it's supposed to be at the end of the day. So when you measure this, it's 9, but I made a mistake. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it 5 inches so that at least I can get some small space. It will not affect anything. 9 inches here, all right. I can come here, this line, and then take half inch on it this way so that it will be equal with this. Do you get? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this, hold it this way, and then join it to it this way. And then push it inside, fold it on top, and sew everything. Okay guys, so here is it. I'm done. So this will be here. You see, I'll have a button here so that it can lock it for me. You get it? I'm going to join it to the armhole of the dress. Okay guys, so this is it when I joined it to the dress. So this is the end result of our sleeve. Thanks so much for watching. Please, if you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing, like and share this video. I'm going to post the video of the collar too so that you can watch. Bye bye.